part. It's all you.
No, hashtag no.
Yeah, but it's he's never off.
Never.
He's doing our job, so we don't have to.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
2020.
Yes.
Year of Yang.
Yes.
Oh, I think so. No, but I hope everyone had good holidays. I did. Took some time, was home, relaxed, unplugged, connected with family a little bit, friends. Just recharged, so I'm feeling good. But yeah, I had some funny conversations with like family, about Yang. A couple of my relatives were teasing me because they've gotten text messages from the campaign. And this is in Oregon, mind you, like a useless state for voting, you know. I mean, they vote in May and there's like no people. But the campaign is reaching them, you know. So that was pretty cool. Another funny texting story, I got to tell this one. I got a new nickname, Angela, from a friend of mine here in Vegas, Frank. He calls me Angela now because he got texts from the Yang campaign. And the woman identified herself as Angela. She's like, "Hi, this is Angela. I'm volunteer with Yang 2020." And he's like, "Bro, it's not Angela, that's you. And you're using a fake name just to, you know, because you don't want to come out and Yang me yourself, you know." So he calls me Angela. But yeah, no, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. We have 46 days until the caucus. I mean, it's now or never, you know. And yeah, I'm thinking in pretty big terms, like put some energy into this, and just going for it, you know. And one thing I think about, I mean, now or never, things like that. These are some big phrases, some big thoughts. But some Aaron said that got my attention. It was at the debate watch party, and we were at the South office, and Chad and everybody was signing people up to canvass and whatnot. And Aaron's like, "I'm canvassing these days, I'm tabling these days." He had his whole thing scheduled out till the caucus, his whole schedule. He was that prepared. And at the end of it, I was like, "Dude, thank you. Like, that's amazing." Like he's like, "Yeah, man, I really believe in Andrew Yang. I feel like I really regret if I didn't put out this effort, and I want to be a part of history." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. Like, we can be part of history. You know, like, it's really. I mean, it really is something that big. You know. So, anyway, that's been incorporated in my thought process. So, but yeah, that's how I'm approaching things. Feeling good, ready to go. So, and everything else is good too. I mean, campaign-wise, like on a big scale. So. Hey Joy, hey Angel. Grab an agenda, grab a seat.
Yes.
Maybe back here.
Oh wait, here. You have to get the last one.
Ah.
The last one.
How you doing, Angel? It's 8 o'clock now. Didn't I see you 8 o'clock earlier? The other 8 o'clock? 8 a.m.
Yes. Okay, 12 hours later.
Yeah.
Right.
Standard day, right?
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, so we're growing. I mean, you guys saw the fundraising number, 16.5 million, 10 million last quarter, so massive increase. I mean, the graph looks like this. And when your money graph looks like this, I mean, that's what you want to see, you know? you want it like that. So, yeah, we're anecdotally, like, there's just so much, you know, canvassing so many people are like, "You're the first person who's knocked on my door, you know, you're the first campaign that's knocked on my door." I've heard that so many times. Anybody else hear that? Yeah?
Definitely.
I mean, that's tangible, that's something, you know?
Everyone's saying we're there early.
It's like, no, we're right on time, man. There's no time to wait, you know? Yeah. And so, I know one of my funniest ones, I knocked on a guy's door, and she's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Hello, like, I'm Nick. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang campaign. I just tell folks about Andrew Yang." And he's like, "Oh yeah, well, what do you want?" I was like, "Well, a home run for me is if you sign this commit to caucus card and show up on the February 22nd at caucus wars." He's like, "Excuse me," but he's like, "Fuck it, I'll caucus for Yang. Like, the first person knock on my door. Like, I'll do it."
Wow.
I respect that. Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, really? Like, okay, hurry up and sign before I change your mind, you know." So we'll see if he shows, but he signed it, and you know, so yeah. So, but and you know, first Friday, this woman parks her car, gets out right next to our table. And she's like, oh, the Yang Gang, you know. And I was like, that's us. I was like, that's us, you know. And she's like, every time I see you guys on that overpass, you know, she's like, I honk my horn, you know. And I'm like, yes, every time you do, I jump for joy. Michael Kim jumps for joy. Spider-Man's going nuts, you know. So, and there's just all these anecdotes coming together, you know, and it's painting a pretty coherent picture here that something happened, you know. More tangibly, the campaign just opened its 15th office in Iowa. I mean, that's a lot of offices, you know, 3 million people in Iowa. They took people from here. Ray and Brendan are in Iowa right now. They got transferred. Ray calls me. It's 2 a.m. in Iowa time last night. I'm like, Ray, like, go to sleep, man. What are you doing? He's like, dude, I'm in this small town. It's just me. I don't have an office. I never go to an office. He's like, I'm in a supporter housing, like, and I'm just trying to yang this whole town.
I just want to share a story.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
friend, who is a ginseng farmer. He's a Chinese American. He owned a ginseng farm in Wisconsin, and now he's like at that time he just moved to Iowa. Come and see now.
Wow.
He said he will stay there for a month until the voting. Yeah.
Yes.
He just went yesterday.
Well, Joy, that brings me to something I was gonna say next anyway. It's like we have ginseng farmers here. He's one of them. He's one of them. These people, I mean, not really, but like they moved to Vegas to volunteer for Andrew Yang full time.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No ginseng involved.
Actually, that guy, he just painted like a young 2020 on his tractors. He drove to Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw his tractor.
Oh,
I did too.
Joy, I picked Sergey up from the airport yesterday, and you know how you can have your one carry-on bag and your one personal item? Yeah, he had his backpack, that's his carry-on. His personal item was an Andrew Yang sign. He just had a big old sign in his hand. He was walking through the airplane with the sign. I was just like, what a legend, you know? I mean, that's what we're doing, you know? Have you ever seen a Bernie person do that? You know, Biden person do that? I don't think so. No, but I mean, I get so much energy from that, Serge, and, you know, and Aaron, and I hate to name names because I'm inevitably going to forget names, but there's just, I want to try because there's just so much where I get energy from seeing the sacrifice and the effort that people are putting out. I mean, Mark, you're top of the list. You know, I was home at Christmas, I pulled out my phone, you're freaking canvassing in the rain, it's like Christmas Day. I'm like, dude, like, go open some presents, you know? And you're here at 8 a.m. today with a Yang bot. And that's another thing too, is like, think about the initiative that this man took to create Yangbot. Like, he literally created it. He created the idea, then he created the materials, you know, and now that's like a thing, right? Like, he has a Twitter that's Yangbot, Andrew Yang retweeted him, right? And everywhere we go, the popularity of this Yangbot is just off the charts. It's real, and that was your idea, your initiative to create that, and it's been a huge boost to the team, you know. So it's just things like that. It's all. I mean, you two. I know you guys. You set your alarm for freaking 2 a.m. Drive around town, put up signs. You guys, anybody seen those signs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know you've done something too.
I see him out there driving.
You know what I'm talking about? Like you'll see him, Amanda.
Yeah, I just got in yesterday, so I haven't seen it.
Just when you take the off ramp, just look to the side. There's Andrew Yang signs on all of them.
There was one that you guys hit. I think it was like there was a bunch of like different congressmen and senators and stuff like that, and there was like boom, 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 and I was like, oh my god, yeah, over rainbow. I was like, oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was them at 2 a.m. doing it, you know. So
No, it was
anyway,
2:15.
Oh.
Rainbow. Yeah, by the Dutch brothers. Like, you're going.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, oh, cool one. Wow.
These are Michael Kim stickers.
great example. How many of those have you made, Michael?
Over 200,000.
200,000 stickers.
I've given out a few.
Oh yeah, Burke. Thank you. Let me not forget you. 100,000 views across the social media. Rideshare for Yang.
Well, actually, not to say it, but it's over 100,000. That's just on Twitter. Just on YouTube. My Twitter and Facebook are probably just that or more.
And
So
you guys
thank you
gotta
for the
check out
support,
this
everybody.
Rideshare for Yang. It's hilarious. You know, so someone gets Rideshare for Yang, like Lyft, Uber, that sort of thing. Someone gets in his car, and you know, he's like, oh, where are you from? You know, and they're like, oh, you know, Dallas, and he's like, well, I don't care. Check your cup holder. And they're like, what? Like, okay, well, cup holder. There's like a Yang buck in there, And they're like, "What's this?" He's like, "Oh, well, thanks for asking. Let me tell you about Andrew." It's just amazing. Like, so just check him out. I mean, anyway, I get so much energy for that. Like,
Thank
I
you.
see you, we see you, all you, and so we got 45 days. Let's do it. So that's that. Yeah, I guess I'll turn it over to you, Kate, if you want to jump in with a few words, and then we can get into the weekly schedule and just kind of look at the schedule after that.
Yeah, I didn't prepare many words. My name is Kate Krolik. I joined Andrew Yang's campaign right before Christmas. I'm the communications director for the state right now, and before that I was on Governor Jay Inslee's presidential campaign as the state director. Climate change is my top issue, saving the world, making sure that we have an earth to live on, and that future generations do as well, is where my energy and time have gone to. I'm very active locally, building the climate justice movement and ensuring that community of color and folks that are normally ignored when it comes to climate change are making decisions, advocating for themselves, a crucial part of the conversation, instead of people in power just making decisions on behalf of everyone else. And that's been like a crucial part of my work. I joined the campaign, and the reason that I am so enthusiastic about this campaign is truly because of you all. I think that the Yang Gang effort is what makes this campaign special, is what makes this campaign unique, and is what it is the early sign of a successful campaign. Every groundbreaking win that has happened in the past on the presidential scale has happened because they did something different and energized people in a way that hadn't happened before. Obama had that, and he used a new type of modeling and organizing with more community and relational organizing. I think what you all are doing is doing true community engagement, finding unique ways to meet people where they're at and sharing the humanity first message. And I think it is so cool. Part of my job, or part of what I see my job is figuring out ways to uplift what you are doing, draw attention to what you are doing, and get you in front of media and press, so we can get more local media and also figure out other unique ways to amplify the work that's been going on. I was even talking to a reporter today about how special and how interesting the structure that you guys have set up is. Like, most campaigns have organizers organize people to do things. We have our campaign, and then we have our secondary campaign that it was set up before we were in state and working on action and figuring out ways to share Andrew's message. And so it is unique. This is the first time this has ever happened on the presidential scale, and so traditional people are like, I don't understand what this is and who these people are. I hear from my friends in the political movement that the people that are in the room at virtual meet and greets and stuff like that are people that they've never seen before, because you all are bringing in folks to the room and to the table that have never felt the need to get engaged with politics. To give another antidote, my partner works on the Strip, and she found Andrew before I did. She became a huge supporter. It has been hard for her to move out because she's a Black lesbian in the Strip culture, and that is a hard place to be. And this is the first time that she feels represented, and she feels like there's someone running who isn't a traditional politician and isn't someone who is doing this for money or for any other reason. And so she saw that genuineness in him before I did, and helped to show me that I should take him seriously, because I wrote him off because I was a normal political insider and felt like I knew what was best, and that we should stick with one of the normal candidates. And so I'm really grateful that she did that, and she has not taken off her math hat since I gave her one. Truly, the dog got it, and she got so mad over that. And so I am here because I want to hear what you guys are doing, figuring out ways that I can work with you more. I know that for the social group, I'm starting to engage with them. I'm behind in getting them feedback on stuff, but I want to figure out how we can work closer together, how we can work in unison more, and we recognize all the work that you are doing and want to help support in any way that we can. And so that's kind of why I'm here, and I'm open to any questions or suggestions or anything like that.
Glad you're here. Yeah, genuine really is the word, isn't it, for Andrew?
Yeah. Yeah, no, even like him running his own Twitter and the way that he engaged with folks on Twitter and like with the forever reminder of like, hey, I wish I could be everywhere and like thank you all for getting us where we're at. Like our fundraising numbers wouldn't be the way they were if we didn't have a grassroots movement behind us. I love the humanity first message, and I love that it is encouraging and inspiring people to treat others with dignity and humanity and to help others when they can. And that type of community is something that it's a cultural shift that we need. And I feel that he's the only candidate that like sees that bigger picture and is trying to do a cultural shift in addition to just like beyond just becoming president. He wants to help change the fabric of society, and that's really important if we're gonna get better in all the issues. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Angel, do you have anything you want to say, or are you just gonna chime in on some CS stuff? Or?
I will just chime in. on
Go,
some
yeah,
CS
yeah,
stuff.
no worries, no worries. Yeah.
I can't follow that up with anything.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, let's get into the nuts and bolts of the schedule. I mean, we got a busy week ahead, and I mean, everything's busy from here on out. But CS is here. We want to optimize our efforts there. We can maybe share some experiences today. Yangbot was there, Serge, myself, some staff, and a couple other volunteers that are here. So we can maybe discuss experiences and then think about how to approach it for tomorrow. Right now we have a mobilized link up for 8 a.m. to noon tomorrow, but the event itself runs from 9 a.m. To 6 p.m. tomorrow. So I don't know. Do you guys want to maybe chime in with what you guys saw out there today and what you think, or Angel, you could as well, any staff.
Yeah. I mean, some people were there. If anyone that was there wants to talk, I heard feedback, and so I have some feedback and ideas. But you were present, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
It was positive. There's a lot of people who heard of gang. There's like these guys who lived in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like and
They're Americans living in China.
Yeah, Americans living in China, and they're all about Yang. So we gave them like swag and stuff, and there was a lot of people who wanted to take pictures of Yang Bot in there too, so that was good.
Oh, totally, yeah. A lot of foreigners, yeah.
Even like on the way back and like on the way there were some people who wanted to take pictures.
Yeah, so a key thing to say is we were there for like an hour on the property, and then the security asked us to leave. No political, stuff there, so we can't access the convention center property the rest of the week. The plan B is the secondary sort of hub, which is the Sands Convention Center, Palazzo Venetian. There's gonna be a lot of activity there, and that's more on the strip, so we can access public space on the strip maybe. So that might be our angle. But we also noticed like today that there was a ton of, like I would estimate like 95% of the people there were like foreigners. It was like pretty wild. A lot of our yanging success was with staff at the event, and the few odd, Americans that we ran into. So overall, it was less valuable, less productive than I thought it would be. Also today was a kind of the getting things set up day, and it officially opens tomorrow, so there'll be more people there tomorrow. So I'm just putting that out there. I don't know how people want to respond to that.
I would just add that most likely it was a higher percentage of international folks because it takes a couple of days to adjust to our time zone, and they want to get here and be ready, whereas US people probably flew in today, and so you guys missed it in the morning because they came in during the day or were still in their hotel or something. And so I would say that tomorrow we'll see more US folks there. I also, by tomorrow, they'll be wearing badges, which will make it way easier to identify who is at CES. And so I apologize that I encouraged you guys to go today and first put the mobilize link for today, because I had thought that it was starting today because there was like sessions up, and so
No, it was good. It was
yeah.
It's for media.
Yeah, and so
well, it was good. We got a really good scouting run at it. It was very valuable in that sense.
Right, which is great. I think that that's really helpful.
Yeah.
I think that I think that's really interesting that so many international folks were here, but I do think they probably traveled earlier to get adjusted.
Okay.
Yeah, for tomorrow, are there do you guys have a good number of folks going, or do you know who's going?
I'll be there as
Okay.
early as people want to set up. But I don't have access to the Mobilize like backends to know if anyone has signed up on the Mobilize link for 8 a.m. to noon tomorrow. Anybody else here want to hang out? No worries if not. I mean, it's early.
I
But
have to work.
what's that?
I'm off tomorrow. You know.
You sure, man?
You're there every day.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Oh God, we have a Yang bot. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, well, game over. We win.
And then how were the pamphlets that Angel made? Do you feel like you guys were able to use them? Or, I mean, obviously you were talking to a lot of people that were US based, but like, do you feel like that is a good tool? Do you like the bags?
Yeah,
The swag bags?
I like both. Ultimately, we didn't get a big sample size distributed them,
Right.
but I think the flyers are excellent. I think they'll be valuable. I think they'll be well received.
Cool.
And the swag bags are just great. Like, we just didn't get, to talk to enough people to really distribute a lot of the valuable swag, like hats and stuff, because they're mostly just people take pictures with the Yang bot that don't live in the United States. So, but I think they'll be a good resource for the next couple of days.
Yeah, and if it's something that is working well and you guys like it, we could continue to do swag bags or like keep them stocked and just keep sending them through, because you guys are doing similar stuff in different places, and so that's something that we could probably continue to help support on, if possible, if needed.
Okay, cool. So yeah, great. Yeah, for sure. We'll let you know. But I mean, yes, we want that.
Right.
In the end.
So I was thinking, since this event lasts past 6, and then after 6, are all of them going out to bars?
Mhm.
Is there like a bar we can are there any events planned for CES at bars? Is there like a thing going on that they would be interested in attending? Is there like a hotspot that businessmen go to? Kind of like that. Along those lines, if we can, even if we show up there like post 6 and just get them when they're hanging out. Because when they're at CES, I've noticed some people, maybe they were even interested, but they were passing me by because they were going somewhere.
Yeah,
They're on a
exactly.
mission to talk CES stuff.
Right.
So if we can, maybe even going later would be, if we have 2 shifts basically, if we have a morning crew, does
I
all the
get more
pictures and
response
Yangbot
getting
and all
them
that
on the
other
way
stuff,
out.
kind of warm them up, and then if we have from 4 to 7 crew, so we can be there later when everybody's sort of chilling, and then also pick them up, maybe see where the crowd's going for bars and just kind of
Yeah, I would 2 things off that. One, I would recommend if people are walking, just being like, hey, can I walk with you? And just peeling off and walk with them for a second, and then go back and meet with the group. Second, I think that's a good idea. I think especially if folks were able to be there right as Ivanka Trump's thing is letting out and talking to people as they're leaving. Possibly a frustrating session, a frustrating keynote. I think that maybe people will be in a more political mindset than they probably are for any other session, as it's being led by the president's daughter. And so that may be a good space for an initial kickoff for the afternoon one. I think that gets out around 4. The only note that I would say is that please do not say things super negative about be really thoughtful about how you're engaging in it, because there are going to be huge amounts of media turning out just for that keynote. I know a handful of reporters that are just going to that one, and so we don't want them to spin it negatively or anything like that, and so we want it to be done well, and so just be really thoughtful. Maybe one, you'll have to stay outside, and so hopefully that will be helpful, and that would be my only flag, is be really thoughtful about how you do it.
Sure.
If you are doing it in that time.
Okay, so do we want to go? So we do want to do this 2 shifts thing, or do we want to pivot to just the night thing?
I won't be able to go tomorrow. I have work.
Okay. Okay.
Is anyone available after 4? Will we get more people?
I would go then as well, but anybody else? But let's just go in the morning to start with, because we have that on Mobilize. There might be people already signed up. We're sort of prepared for that.
I think Eli has access.
Yeah, I was just texting him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll
Alright.
let you know if we have any mobilized signups for Tuesday.
Okay, maybe we can, I guess, come back to that. But one thing you said about the doing it at night, that was an idea that Valessa had to Wednesday night. Every other Wednesday is our like Yang Gang fun, get together, hit a bar, just kind of relax a little bit. And so Valessa had the idea to like let's do that on the strip this time and take advantage of CES traffic. So the plan there is to park for Wednesday night is to park at the Fashion Show Mall. We were there today. We saw that it would be like a good area, as you suggested, and you can just migrate to the Venetian or wherever the crowds are, hang out by the mall. So that's Wednesday night. We can also do that again tomorrow on Tuesday, and just double dip on that. I'd be in for that. So that, and then we don't have any Wednesday daytime CES scheduled. So, I mean, it would just be a lot. Or we could schedule it if there's interest, but.
If there's people there that are not those in the room, not the normal folks that want to go back, I think that like encouraging them to, but I think that what you guys have planned already is more than any other presidential campaign and will be noticed and will make an impact, and so don't spread yourselves too thin. We have 55 days and we have a lot of stuff to do. But like do as big of a splash as you're willing and able.
And Ashley is also attacking it from like another angle too, where she's trying to like incorporate with like the hashtags of like CES.
Your social game is awesome.
Yeah. It's
totally
insane.
awesome. I love the positivity. I've like been a super big fan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane actually.
So I was wondering, like, what kind of gears you have for Young? Like, cause tomorrow I'm going to the show. Actually going inside.
You're inside?
Yeah.
I would love to talk to you about questions and like certain sessions that are parallel to Yang's policies and like inserting him into the questions that we can have the people talk about like things that are related. I believe I have your email. Is it okay if I just email you on that? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, Joy, you're gonna be a secret agent in there.
Okay, yeah, cause I was just wondering what gear you have.
I think math, it's not like
Do you want a
political.
swag bag? Do you want to wear a Yang t-shirt tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, the math. I like this math idea.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can do all of it.
Because
Well-
I know certain places are like, oh, we don't want like politics or whatever in here, especially if you're like, Yang
But if,
burning or
but they
whatever,
can't, if I'm wearing
It's
a
different if
Young
she has
shirt,
Yeah.
a shirt landed on it. So,
Or a
yeah.
math hat. Just-
yeah, I'll have my
Or-
husband wear that.
Yeah.
The mask.
Can I wear this button?
Well, 'cause
I think
Yes.
the pins work best.
That's a different
I've
convention.
heard
Oh,
really
the
good.
pin.
Yeah, like the
pins?
pin is
Yeah.
the people look at it and ask about it. It's just so striking.
Yeah.
I've heard Lisa tell me like anybody that's worn the pins they
The
got
standard Y logo pin.
no
The
the
math
math
pin.
pin.
All the math.
Yeah,
pin.
those like if we can get her wearing one of those, the math pin.
Yeah, people will ask.
Yeah, and it's so striking. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Are there some
Okay.
around?
Yeah,
they were
we have
out
some.
of
We have
stock
some.
when I was trying to order it.
Yeah, we have
okay.
some, and so we can give you.
Yeah, I'll have all my
Yeah.
friends wear that.
Yeah, and so let's get you a
So,
handful of them. and
Yeah.
maybe we can
Math
have
pens.
a
Me
couple
too.
of
I'm
small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a mini
Yeah,
Yang.
Oh.
Sweet, we'll get you set up before we leave.
I gave my
Yeah.
math pin away.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
I only have a couple more
Nice.
minutes. I definitely want to talk about the virtual town hall, just to
Yeah.
flag that.
Okay, yeah, let's skip ahead to there and then go for it.
Okay, and Eli just answered, cool, he'll send me in like the next 20 minutes how many people are in the mobilized link, and I'll just text it to the group message we have going today.
Cool.
So Friday is the rural virtual town hall with Andrew, video conferencing in. We have locations on almost every county, we're not quite at every county. We have a couple in Vegas. We have a couple of the senior staff, including myself, will be up in Reno. I'm probably gonna drive to one of the rural virtual town halls so I can be present in talking to Yang Gang people that normally don't have people talking to them, and try to engage them that way and hopefully get some press out of it, but also this is a great opportunity across rural Nevada and rural South Carolina who are also video conferencing in to hear directly from him and ask questions, especially on like rural focused issues like broadband and internet access, rural healthcare, education and education funding, Those are like the top 3 that we see coming. Possibly some marijuana policy will be brought up in there as well. And so we are, any of your friends, family, whoever that have been like semi-interested, this is a really good opportunity to bring them to the Windmill office. We're also doing a watch party at Leslie's house, I think is the person who's hosting it. And then
There's a few, right? I'm hosting one.
you're hosting one too? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't have that one on our press release. We should probably add it. And so there'll be a couple of places hosting. We definitely want, I would say some of the Nevada reporters will be going to the Windmill office, and so having that one full is important. But having most of the rooms full is it is good for Andrew to like kind of see the support that he has in state. And since we haven't had him in state for a little while, this is a great opportunity to ask questions. Since if you are going to be staying here and not driving out to Pahrump, like the chances of Las Vegas and Reno specifically having an opportunity to ask questions is slimmer, since we are trying to keep it focused on those that live farther away from city centers. And so that's just like a flag for those that are going. I'm really excited about this event. I did it also with when I was on Inslee's campaign, but we had 3 people that day, and this one's just for Andrew. And so it's not going to be like the quick turnover. It's not going to last multiple hours. Like this is like an hour and a half event. It's going to be great. I'm very, very excited. Is there any questions on this event?
Can I film it?
What?
Can I film it?
Yeah. I mean, I think so. I don't see why not at this very moment. I would say probably but yes, let's just go with that. Yeah.
So I was canvassing down by the Sun City
Cool.
Democrats. I was
Yeah.
talking about that earlier, and so like a lot of them supported another candidate. Sadly, Yang was like their second because of that though, and the reason was because this particular candidate had gone down and spoke with these Democrats. So a lot of them were like, we want to hear him speak. We want to hear him speak. So if we can like send people down there canvassing, I mean, I work with a gentleman down there, so I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna knock on some doors while I'm waiting for him to gather stuff. But if we can just go down, have some people knock on some doors again and just be like, hey, we're doing a town hall, we'd like to invite you, because they were really interested in hearing him speak.
Yeah, and I think that, and this is a good flag for me, I will double check to make sure that like everyone on our email list is getting like the ask to go to one of the locations. I know we mobilize links for every single location up, but I will follow up to make sure that Field is calling in to recruit people to go, and it's bringing it up as they're on the doors. And then I will flag that we want to do a bigger push in Sun City.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you know where this is, but it's like, there's like a volunteer road. It's like off of Volunteer Road in Sebring Hills.
Okay.
That's the main area where I was canvassing at the time. But yeah, anything around Sun City Democrats. That's what the people kept shouting at me. It's like, you gotta get Yang in front of those people. Anthem, thank you. Yes.
Anthem.
Yeah.
I knew it was thank you.
Here, yeah, I think we have one in Pahrump. I'm unsure if we have one in Boulder City too, which is quasi-rural.
Okay.
But those are the closest rural cities around us. I'm not unsure if any, like on your way to
Sandy Valley
Utah
or
any of those are
Mesquite?
going. Yeah, I don't know. Do we have one in Mesquite? Do you? I have a
don't
question
know,
for
I don't think, I think Eileen was, I do not know if we have one with, I have not heard, but Eileen would have a closer gauge on the pulse of that.
Yeah, I also can check the press release real quick.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that they're wanting like just a bunch. So if anybody else wants to volunteer to host another party somewhere, if anybody has like a cool laboratory like type of house that wants to host one, maybe.
But we are trying to keep them very centralized in Las Vegas. There's only a few locations in Vegas. The more locations outside of Vegas, the better. And so if you have any friends or no other gang members that are living in rural Nevada, those are who we want to push. I am very close to getting this press release over. I have so many text messages. You guys is there anything else that you guys want to talk to me about before I leave?
Could we talk to like other Democratic clubs to host a like virtual town hall or?
Yeah, so Kimmy, who's in charge of the Rural Democratic Caucus, has reached out to all the other chairs for the Democratic Party and asked them to host. If you mean like Las Vegas ones, I don't think that ask has gone out to any of them, and that may be worth it.
Because I was gonna piggyback off Sergey's, like, for the Anthem Democrats, there's like 500 members in there, and we could like.
Yeah, so I'll talk to Jenny about maybe doing that push, because she emails with all of them regularly, and like asking for like all of them if any of those want to host and get their members at them, or send them to any of the locations we already have. And so just to run through the cities that we have confirmed locations at right now: Minden, Carson City, Dayton, Fernley, 2 in Las Vegas, 1 in Reno, 1 in Pahrump, and 1 in Elko. Yeah, so there's definitely some areas that we're missing, but we have a pretty good concentration of the rurals around Reno. That's like the whole top half, and then Vegas and Pahrump. So yeah, that's where we're at with that one. I'm really excited for this event. I think it'll go very well. And then I'm also excited for the Ying's birthday cookie thing. That's gonna be fun. We're doing a canvas launch out of
Town Square.
Yeah, Town Square what is it called?
Domazing.
Yeah, Domazing. They're making 150 Yang cookies.
Nice.
And so you can come get a cookie and then go and canvas after, and there's gonna be possibly a DJ on the radio stations doing that.
You have to buy the cookie though.
Yeah, you do have to, yes.
You have to buy the cookie, where they're gonna just not give it.
We're just, like supporting the local business that is making Yang cookies. And I think that's awesome. And then I'm glad that you guys have both Women's March and MLK Parade on here. Those are gonna be really cool events as well. We have a lot going on in the next month. It's gonna be crazy. And I do wanna work closer together with most of these events so that we can make sure we're doing our best on both sides of like the traditional campaign and the non-traditional campaign that's crushing it. And so I'm sorry I have to run today. There's some crazy life things happening in my life right now. This year's been weird. 6 days in. But yeah, is there anything else that you guys want to flag for me or want me to know before I head out?
We appreciate you.
Yes. Yeah, I appreciate all of you.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Cool. And then I guess one more thing from comms. Have you guys seen the Story Bank forum?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Only hearing one yes. I would like to rebump that. We are looking to collect some of the volunteer activist stories so that we can talk to media and start to get some of you guys media ready if anyone's interested in talking to the media or publishing an op-ed or an LTE or any of that.
I think I did one earlier. Do I have to do it a while ago? Yeah, do I need to do another one or?
So the Story Bank forum is just helping me understand how you guys got to Andrew Yang and what you guys like and how he connects to your personal life and how you think that he'll make your life better. And then from there we'll figure out where the best place to put a story or like amplify your story. And so if you've done one already, we can maybe do it at a different outlet. And so I'll make sure I get Nick that form and then he'll get it around and get as many people as you can possibly get.
It's that same one that was due.
Yes. We only have one volunteer fill out so far, so
we'll bump it again. I just didn't get a chance to fill
Cool, yeah. I'm just gonna make that a priority.
Yes.
Let's get that done in the next couple of days. I really
Yeah, it's
appreciate
easy,
it.
it's fun, we talk about like why we're here.
Yeah,
you know?
right, yeah, it's a good
But I haven't
way
done
to
either,
reflect.
so yeah, we'll do it.
Cool, thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Katie.
I will see you guys later.
Do you have my contact information?
We'll share it. I'm not sure. I have. If you have Allison or Eileen, they can pass it over.
Yeah, I mean they all have. I have my personal phone numbers and everything,
Okay.
and I'm on all the. If you go on the Vegas Yang Gang, also I'm one of the admins, so it should be easy to find on that too.
I'm now one of the admins as well.
Okay.
So if you want to, I'm Kait Krollik is my name on all of my social media. So if anyone wants to follow me, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of them. That's where I'm at. Cool. Sweet. TikTok too, actually. I'm on there.
Well, here, let me give you something before you run away.
Cool.
This is my social media.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I will look at it.
Cool.
Great. Angel's still working. She was at the friggin' CES at 8 a.m. It's just insane. Okay, let's. I'll try to speed this up a little. Tie up a couple loose ends. So the Friday virtual town hall, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Like we're just gonna be sitting at people's houses or the office, drinking. I mean, I will be, you know, eating, like just relaxing, hanging out. So that'll be fun. Watching Andrew Yang, like it's gonna be cool. So a little team building, a little just casual fun. So that's one thing. So yeah, let's sign up for the mobilized links will come online, and then just pick one and go. I wanted to flag what you just said, Mark, about integrating more with like Democratic clubs around. Like you just said, one that has 500 members. I think that's a good idea. And if you have any more to say about that, please do.
Yeah, I mean, I know we've been like pushing it for a while. There's like AAPI Democratic clubs, like LGBTQ plus clubs. I know Eileen is like part of like 2 Democratic groups, like the veterans and stuff. So I mean, if we just gotta show up to that to just like show that the Yang Gang is growing and like he has like different supporters, like diverse ones, and really just increase visibility.
Yeah, show them that we're real. These are very influential people in the political process. They vote, they influence other voters. So I think that's a good idea. That's just something in general we should boost.
She's an AAPI. I know Chanel wanted to be in the LGBTQ plus community, the Stonewall Democrats.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if we can like look up a list to like.
Is
Yeah, it's
there
just
an
about-
API for young? Oh,
Yeah.
really? I didn't know
Or,
that.
King.
Is on
It's
Facebook?
cute.
You said 4 Yang? Or?
Yeah, for Yang.
It's not specifically 4 Yang, it's just in general.
No,
Right?
it's just the
Democratic.
Asian American Pacific
Yeah.
Islander Democratic Caucus
Oh,
of
okay.
Southern
So
Nevada.
there's no
Yeah.
API for Yang.
Not for
There's an
Yang.
API for senators. No.
We're API for Yang right now.
Yeah.
Did you have something, Serge?
Oh yeah, I was just wondering. I think you said it though. Like if we can get like a list of that, so I can like
Yeah,
look,
good idea.
or somewhere or
I mean,
form.
Yeah.
Because I would love to go and talk to people, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you that
I
list.
mean, Alyssa Monet wanted to be in the LGBTQ plus one too.
Okay, so yeah, we gotta build that. We'll build that.
Which there's actually mock caucus for the
That's on.
AAPI one.
Oh, coming up?
Yeah, on
That's
the
a separate
13th, but
one.
it's on Yang's birthday though, so I don't know how that's gonna work out.
What
Yeah.
time is
What
it?
is that?
13.
Well, so he's saying there's a like a practice caucus on the 13th for the
Oh, yes, mock,
the
yeah.
AAPI, but there's other ones of those too, and we'll get into that. There's one this Saturday.
We are actually hosting, I'm organizing one for Chinese Americans.
Oh,
on
great.
the side.
Oh, great.
On the 15th, voter registration and the caucus training,
On the 15th.
on the 15th.
She shared it on Facebook too.
Oh, okay. I missed
Yeah,
that
and
one.
then there's going to be a Chinese gala with a couple of
Gala,
hundred
yeah.
people. Yeah, so I think we want to do a takeaway.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so I can invite you guys. Go.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
When?
I
Wednesday.
think it's the 21st. I have to check, 21st or 23rd. Yeah, but we'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tuesday. Okay.
the Chinese New Year.
Yeah,
Thanks.
let's
Yes.
get Asian votes for the Asian.
It's very important.
We
Yeah,
need, we
have
need
to.
more,
Yeah, something.
more
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
on the Asian side. It's really bad,
It's-
actually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
cause
Like,
they really don't actually go out and they don't even register to vote.
Yeah.
So that's why if we can get them vote.
like in the AAPI Democrats, it's like mostly Bernie supporters too, right?
Yeah. There's an AAPI
Well,
for
like
Bernie.
the vocal ones, I guess.
Yeah, the thing is like the Yang people, they're Yang, like the open Yang people.
Uh-huh.
Other people, they don't wear their campaign support swag either, so you can't tell who
Okay.
they're supporting, really. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not what I was able to find. But like, you know, a couple people dropped out and
Yeah.
they're probably looking for somebody else to join.
You know, I was just
So-
invited to join, cause I just moved here, I was invited to join the, Nevada Chinese American Association, I joined them on the board. So yesterday we had a board meeting and they have decided they want to hold a rally in Chinatown for Andrew if he comes, you know, like right after the February 11th, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that
They said
Yes.
they are ready, so whenever he said he can come,
Right.
you know, we'll just gather all. That's one of the largest and the oldest organization in Vegas, 20 years.
What is
Yeah.
it?
That is huge.
Yeah, so, but they said whenever Andrew, you know,
Across
he
the
come,
street, they're
yeah,
in it.
yeah.
When
he
is
can
the
come.
spring festival?
25th, yeah, but I don't think there's no way he's
Yeah.
coming.
You wanna bring
No,
the,
he's not
But
coming.
I was
this
thinking after the New Hampshire, he will have
Yes,
to come,
Totally,
right?
totally.
Yeah.
month.
you
And
wanna
the
also,
So we
debates,
want-
the debates, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Debate, the debate, and
Oh.
then early
Yeah.
voting.
Yeah, we were
I forget
thinking
exactly
like,
that.
you know, that Chinatown,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
that's
big
right, yeah.
square, we want to do it over
Yeah.
there.
Chinese.
Maybe have a
Where-
line
where they
dance or
have-
something, yeah,
We'll hire the school, the
Yeah.
Shannon school.
yeah.
Do you wanna,
Yeah, we want to do a big event for them. So the organization, they said they want to do that. They want to help.
could they host a virtual town hall, the virtual town hall too? We should host a
Right now?
virtual- well,
Yeah, I don't know.
on
For
the
this Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's short,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
if I do
we
that.
should do that.
Yeah.
Need a translator.
Huh?
Maybe you need a
So,
translator
that's a
too.
big thing that
Well,
we can all work
translator.
together. Cause we want to know, you know, when he's coming, so we want to know the schedule and then we can plan.
Yeah, I don't know when that's decided, but I think you guys are probably right, like he's gonna come here after New Hampshire votes on February 10th.
Definitely, yeah, so I told them after February 11th,
Yeah.
February 11th.
Yeah, or is it February, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so, yeah. Cool, yeah, so let's keep an eye on that,
Mhm.
yeah, we can build something big for that.
Yeah, there's so many unregistered voters
Yeah.
among this population,
Yes.
so we should work on that.
Yeah, what'd you
I
have?
was mentioning to you on the Friday night about tabling in front of like Secret City and Island Pacific. I have a friend who actually like is, you know, like one of the owners of Secret City. So I can see if I can contact them and be like, hey, can we come out there and table and like get, I'll bring my laptop and get people registered to vote too. Like trying to get more people involved. Like I said, you know, my wife's Filipino and like,
Ireland or?
right here in Southwest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm close to there.
Yeah.
Chanel and I were talking about doing this at the one in Henderson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm down.
so-
I'm down. Like I think it's a big piece of the market that we need to grab and like get people registered and interested.
Beautiful, let's do it, let's do it.
So what do you guys think about like a newspaper ad for Andrew in local area? Cause we're thinking of doing one for Chinese.
I think that'll
Yeah.
work out. because,
Yeah,
like,
we're doing one in
when we
Chinese.
pay for it, we pay like all
Cause we were talking to the campaign and I don't know, if they don't do it, we'll just have to raise funds.
I think it's a pretty good idea, I mean, you reach different audience. with
Yeah,
that.
cause we were thinking, cause I'm going to California for a retreat for Andrew Young,
Mhm.
for all the AAPI, community. So I'm planning to just present this and then we ask the campaign if they want to fund it. If they don't, we'll just have to raise money. But I'm thinking like in Nevada, we can do Chinese, Korean, Filipino, and
Yeah.
Japanese or something.
Yeah, I have the feel.
So, yeah, I want to know like how many language we want to do. Cause I have this lady who is a media person, she knows all the media, the newspapers, different language. So I'm thinking we want to, we really want to do that.
Yeah, cause I don't think newspaper ads would be that expensive anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
They're not,
They're not cheap.
Okay,
they're
yeah, I
not
have no
cheap,
insight into
but
it.
depending on how long we want to run.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking like if we do a half page newspaper, we just gotta put a half page, colored. If we run for a month, maybe like 1,500 or 2,000. Do you think it's too much?
We could probably try and have the in-game fund it.
Yeah, we could raise
We
that.
can do
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
do a
that's what-
GoFundMe and
Joy, we
I
could.
already raised like $1,000.
Yeah, we
So
could,
someone wants to pay.
we could raise
We'll
that.
figure
We met a high road today, you know, too, so.
right, that's true.
Yeah, so,
Oh, sweet.
yeah, so. Yeah, I think we can, I think we can do that. I think we should do that also. I think that'd be pretty.
Yeah,
valuable.
and also like even for Latino,
Everything.
Spanish, maybe we should do one.
Yeah, because those are voters that are hard to reach, like on the door and on the phone.
Yeah,
and
like
just-
also for this
Yeah.
community,
Yeah.
there's not too many like professionals. A lot of people in service, they may not use social media much.
True,
They still rely on newspapers.
for
So
sure.
that's how I find that, especially for Chinese, we want to do the newspaper.
I like this. We should build a fundraiser for it.
Yeah. I think the campaign should pay.
Yeah, I mean, they might. They need to
Yeah, I
invest.
already told them,
I'm
I
not
said,
disagreeing
they're
with you.
already maxed out, I can't contribute
Yeah.
anymore, so, yeah, they should use it for the community, yeah.
Okay, let's look back at this week and just kind of zero in on what's going on this week. So yeah, we talked about Friday, we talked about Tuesday, Wednesday, it's Thursday. There's a canvassing link up on Mobilize, and this is something that I wanted to introduce as a concept. And shout out to Danielle if you're watching at home. But we have something we're calling fun canvassing, group canvassing. The name could use some work. But basically, last Thursday, Danielle, Chad, and I went out canvassing, and we're trying to get some coaching and tips from Chad. And we just found it was so much more enjoyable to carpool, be a group of three, and so we did a few doors together just to study what Chad was doing, take some notes, and then we branched out, but we did the same list, and we were just going one door, next door, like side by side, basically. And it worked out really well. We went through that list very quickly. It was actually a big territory too, and we were able to, jump in the car, go to like a cul-de-sac, park, jump out, and come back, so, and it worked out pretty well. And in between doors, you can just be like giving your buddy like a thumbs up or, thumbs down, or just, make a face. I don't know, like you can, it's just more social and fun. So, so that's something that Chad has built out on Thursday. So if you want to get involved in that, they're meeting in Summerlin, noon to 4 p.m. I think they already have 12 people committed, so 4 cars and groups of 3. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited to see how that plays out, if other people feel the same way that Danielle and I did, and thinking it was fun. But so that and that idea of incorporating some fun is something that I think I want to touch on. Like, and this is something that you had, Valessa, as an idea for Saturday. Is like, why not like when we're canvassing, like make like a little carrot or like a reward at the end of it, and to add a little layer of fun to it. And so you suggested like, hey, on Saturday, let's go canvassing or whatever, and then go to Gold Coast afterwards.
For the Asians again.
Yank some Asians while we're there, but lay down a few pins or something. They got a bowling alley, have some dinner, play some bingo, right? So, so that is an event we're going to put on Mobilize for Saturday after canvassing, and just an idea that we're going to try to incorporate going forward. Have some more fun events to go with, all of our pretty hard grind that we're doing. What do you got, Serge?
This is a little bit of a side note. But
Yeah,
I just wanted to come
fire.
back when we were talking about the town halls, mentioned Pahrump. Are people going out to support Oliver? Because I know that he came by our house the other night and was just saying that, like, he's out there yanging and tabling. Him and I are planning a tabling event soon. But it's different. But he's in such a red territory that it's very difficult for him to. Even if people are like for Yang, he said it's hard for them to come out. And so I don't know if we're gonna have any support for him in Pahrump, but if we don't, maybe we should think about sending someone down. Just for Oliver too, just so he's not left out. So
Yeah, I know the campaign is sending people there. Like, I know Chad's going there on Friday.
Awesome.
But yeah, that point heard, right? Like, we shouldn't leave him on an island.
Yeah, it's like, I know we're doing a huge thing at HQ, but for instance, if somebody can just go and support him there too, or just talk to him. I mean, I was gonna call him, see if I can come down with him or something.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good thought for sure. So Saturday, there's canvassing, there's the fun bowling, but there's also a mock caucus, a practice caucus that's happening. That's organized by the Clark County Central Committee. So just the Democratic Party here, from noon to 3 on Saturday. So I'm signed up to that. I'm gonna go on practice. I'm gonna be ready for the caucus. Not mandatory by any means, because the campaign itself, and this is something that Alex wanted me to flag as important. They already have these up on Mobilize. They have practice precinct captain trainings. I know Danielle has already volunteered to be a precinct captain, and many of us here are going to be as well. So that's how we get some training for that. I believe those are check Mobilize, but they're Wednesdays. And there's all these different times and stuff. Did I write it down? Okay, good.
The 15th.
Woohoo! Yeah, so 15th. Okay, so the first one's the 15th, right? Okay, great. And then it's right before this Yang Gang Hang meeting. So anyway.
Will this be at both HQs? The precinct captain training?
No,
or
I
just
believe
here?
it'll be just be here.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's already up and mobilized. Great. We can plan ahead for that. Yeah.
I actually signed up for that.
What's that?
I believe I actually signed up for that.
Cool. Sweet. Oh, did you? Okay. I could be easily
Yeah.
mistaken. Okay. Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's at both. Yeah. So anyway, and there's that precinct captain training, and then there's some more just general trainings to get closer to caucus time. So just keep an eye on that stuff. That stuff's important. You know, that's where everything we're doing is building to this caucus, right? So this vote. So so that this training will be crucial. Okay, and Sunday canvassing, and okay, that gets us through this week, right? So then looking ahead, Monday is National Yang Gang Day, Andrew Yang's birthday. There's all this cookie stuff going on. Kate mentioned the cookie canvas launching from Town Square. People are also encouraged to bake some Yang cookies at home and bring them, and just, I don't know, that's the thing that's happening. So yeah, if you want to bake cookies, do that, please. The next day, Tuesday, the 14th, is the debate. We hope to be there. Polls are coming out the next few days. We'll have to see. If we're not there, I've heard rumors that Yang has something pretty eye-catching up his sleeve. I don't know exactly what it is, so don't pester me. But yeah, so you know he's gonna make a splash either way. So the 14th is gonna be a big day. 15th, precinct captain training. We just said that we'll have another Yang Gang Hang meeting back to the normal day of Wednesday. Then looking ahead, also Saturday Women's March. Saturday the 18th is Women's March. We'll build something for that. Monday the 20th, MLK Day Parade. You know, so that's rapid fire through those. But you know, I want to put the idea out there too is that we're obviously doing stuff tomorrow, right? We have plans to do stuff tomorrow, but we also need to be planning ahead and building these things, you know, as soon as possible. So if somebody wants to do that or has ideas, do it. Like if you have an idea, just jump in, do it. You call me if you want to, call somebody, but just build it because we need to do two things at once here. So yeah, so that's the main sort of things on the schedule. Going into some other things in the info and ideas section, Overpass Banking is back. I picked up the phone, called the prince himself, the prince of Overpass Banking, Josh, and we got to get back out there. We'll risk arrest. We'll risk traffic accidents. Or no, that's not going to happen.
Did you guys get in trouble?
Well, the highway patrol stopped and had a chat with us.
Oh, really?
So,
but it's up for debate because some highway patrolmen tell us it's okay, and other highway patrolmen tell us it's not okay.
They've stopped multiple times, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and one time they were like, "Oh, we just want to make sure that you guys weren't in the street," and then they left.
Oh. Okay.
And then the other time they came by and were like, "You can't do this," and we're like, "Well, that's very confusing."
Exactly, it's confusing.
So this confusion gives us a loophole.
Well, totally. We read the like ordinance or whatever, and it's not like it's vague, like. And so anyway, I say we push our limits. Josh says we push our limits. I know you'll be there. I know you'll be there. You'll probably just show up out of the blue like you did last time. So yeah. So anyway, the Prince of Overpass Banking is excited. I'm excited. Let's do it. So that's coming on.
I wanted to share something really quick
Yeah.
about the MLK Day Parade.
Oh, cool.
The Clark County Democrats, they kind of issued an invite for campaign to join them in the parade and stuff. So, and I've already sent in information. I don't know what they're planning on there, but just so you know, there's an open invite. The only the parameters they have, they said like political campaign gear stuff is totally cool, just as long as you're not throwing things into the crowd or anything like that. But my guess is if you guys wanted to, if whoever was interested in joining in that, there's no open invite to join them with that, and you know, wearing your gang gear and math gear and all that other kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys know yet about the meeting times or it's so the morning 8 a.m. they are meeting at 4th and Hoover. And then I think the assemblying for the parade is going to be 4th and Gas, and then they're going to be marching towards Ogden if I'm remembering all the street names right. So 8 a.m. is the meetup time for the start of the parade, just so you're aware. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
And there'll be a bunch of staff there, I'm sure.
I let them know, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming yes, but
Yeah.
like I don't want to say anything because they're still figuring that stuff out on their side.
Sure.
But, you
There
know,
was for the Veterans Day, so I imagine it'll be similar, but who knows?
it's like yeah, who knows?
What are we doing?
As of right
for-
now, anyway.
Yeah, MLK Day. Just we should go to the Clark County one.
If we're not part, we don't have our own part of it.
No, I mean like.
Our own parade. There's like 5 of us yelling down the street.
Yeah, are there any like restrictions, like can we have our own banner, walk with a banner, like big signs?
Yeah,
like-
they said they had, when I asked, they said, you know, like political stuff is like cool, just as long as we're not throwing things in the only thing they said we couldn't do was throw anything into the crowd or, you know, do anything.
So-
Well, what about having somebody like Amelia with a megaphone? Is that okay?
with the-
I doubt it.
if
I
they
doubt
false
that.
things
Well,
flying
one, I was
in the
thinking
air.
since this is the MLK Day parade, so we shouldn't make this about us.
Yeah.
Right.
That would look bad. And then for the sign, I think that's a great idea, but once again, I don't think it should be an Andrew Yang sign. I think it should be MLK died for UBI. Not necessarily going with that because again, it's making it look like it's about us, but something
It's
about
humanity
MLK,
Right.
Oh,
Like guaranteed.
That guaranteed.
something like that. Yeah, like make this about the man and not about us. It'll all get tied to us.
Yeah.
And wear your mouth hats and
Right.
maybe bring like somebody will bring a yard sign. Sure.
Humanity First sign would be good.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. Math, humanity first, and then just like the quote. I think that's awesome. That's a really good idea. So we can make that probably at biggest village. Someone wants to come help. I hate no
Like a farmer.
I'm a musician. We are not artists.
Okay, cool. So then another idea that that I like from YouTube is about just incorporating more like stuff at UNLV, like let's dorm campus, like you know what I mean, like hit a bunch of doors in close proximity, multiple people per room, you know, the dorm life.
Angel, do you think we could get like door hanger, like specific door hangers made for like our dorm campaign, I guess?
So the glories of bureaucracy. We cannot, whatever we print, we have to get approved by National HQ to, you know, so if there's something different from what we already have to, you know, pass out, then that has to go through the whole process of being okayed, which is kind of a pain.
How long does that take?
And it's hard, you know. I've been bugging them about Spanish and Chinese translations of existing literature for a couple of weeks now, and it's just, you know, like
We'll
I
have
mean
to
I
do it.
know National's got big plans that they're trying to push forward on first and stuff, so it's hard to have a definite timeline to say like, oh yeah, I can get this done in X number of days. However, we do have existing stuff that, and I don't know how many you need. I mean, we have a limited supply as well, but like, you know, if we can provide some stuff for you guys, like the commit to caucus cards, we just got a new shipment in.
Okay.
So maybe we can, you know, like share some of that with you guys in these efforts and stuff. But yeah, in terms of like actually printing anything that is not already existing, it's gotta go through, it's gotta go through an approval process, which is difficult to say timeline wise, like how quickly that can be done.
Can we still get that info to use classes and in session, or the semester's not in session for another couple weeks?
Yeah, if you wanna get the information to me, then I can at least, do what I can to try to, you know, create the pathway.
Okay.
What about funding for like yangprint.com?
For Yang Print and stuff like that,
Yeah.
same situation. It's because it wasn't created within the campaign and hasn't gone through the approval process. It's like, it's honestly, it's a little
It's
like
kinda
pulling
like
teeth. But I
suggest-
mean, I did share, like for example, Chinese translate. I was talking with Joy earlier about like material that's been translated into Chinese, and you know, our thing, like, and Kate has been doing her, you know, pushing on her end too. It's like it's already created. You just got to give us the okay, and it's just been like just trying to get that okay because there's just like the layers of people we got to go through and stuff. We are trying though, because I know how important it is to like get this stuff out there. I also know Kate is trying to create some pathways to get faster approvals for in-house design. Because there are a lot of things that just happen so last minute and so quickly that it's kind of like, we can't wait for this, like we gotta get this. So she's trying to create some inroads there. So we are making movements to try to get things approved faster, created faster. I can't give a definite yes on any of this, but if you get me the information, I can at least take that and just start working on it earlier rather than later.
Cool.
You know, yeah. And like I said, what we do have, you know, whatever it is you guys need, I can see what we have in store and stock, and then try to, you know, parcel out whatever I can to, you know, move that forward for you guys.
Thank you.
Sweet, cool. Okay, so last two things to highlight. You know, after the voting, caucus happens in Iowa on February 3rd. 30 staffers are coming here. You know, they're transferring here and just, you know, trying to get the job done here in Vegas. So Alex wanted me to flag this, very important. They need housing, you know, so if any supporters have rooms or air mattresses or, you know, whatever, sleeping bags.
And the campaign pays for them to stay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The campaign pays.
I have room
like,
for rent.
Oh yeah, no, they're hoping for
It's
just
possible
a
they
humanity
might,
first
like,
solid.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Again, this is not a I can't promise, but in the event that there's like not enough housing, then the campaign has discussed possibilities of like Airbnbs and things like that. So, I mean, ideally, it would be great if people could volunteer housing for them, because you know, we still like we made a great haul in like Q4, but we're definitely not a you know, up there when we have to, you know, so we still have to watch our budget, but it's not impossible. So, you know, if it's not off the table, basically.
Sure.
But it would be amazing if we get volunteers. Potentially, these folks are flying in, so they may not have cars. So any ideas to have transportation as well?
I might be able to help with a few, especially if they're cool with being on camera when I pick them up and talking to me about Andrew Yang. I could pick up probably quite a few.
Win-win.
You know, win-win. You
Well,
know?
it's not just
That's the only
flights to and
price.
from the airport. It's like flights, like not flights. It's not just rides to and from the airport. It's also rides like as they're going about their day and
Right.
like, you know,
Sure.
getting to and from work and stuff. So any ideas anybody might have about that would be awesome.
I can help in a limited amount. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
Cool.
okay. So yeah, putting that up there. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
great.
like 30 people after February?
30 staff members. Yeah. February 4th.
Yeah, I think like for us, we can get like 2 rooms, no problem, but it's the transportation, that
Wow.
might be the thing.
Okay.
How do we, you know, we can send them like in the morning to here,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, some people will have cars, I think, but
Right. I mean, I'm not saying like everyone needs to get rides. I mean like I was tossing around the idea of like, I mean, privately owned cab companies, if anyone knows someone who's willing to give like a discount or something, or
yeah.
I don't know, anything that can help with just.
So how did they do this in Iowa?
In Iowa, they have talked about rental cars. They have talked about, which is like really expensive. They have talked about just carpooling, like amongst people who do have cars, or like, you know, they're going to be canvassing on the same day, or they're going to do like, you know, figuring out like some sort of carpooling situation.
Yeah, and
so,
I know the one thing I know about Iowa is Ray. I mean, he's staying in a supporter housing for free, and she's letting him use the car like often. So I mean, she's like super all in. She
yeah.
huge Yang fan. So
Yeah, not everybody can.
yeah, totally. Like,
do
it's a
that
huge thing. I don't know what her
level.
situation
Yeah.
is. I don't know her, but it's
Yeah,
obviously
but
super
yes.
generous.
But every little bit helps. You know, it's not like we got to figure the exact same, like, you know, what one of the 30 people who are coming in, it's not like we have to figure out the exact same thing for all of them. They all get free housing and they all get free, you know, it's just wherever we can help 1, 2, however many
Totally.
of the folks who are coming in, then it's all to the good, you know.
Gotcha,
It's
yeah.
something to think about.
And along those lines, with the 30 staffers coming, I heard rumors that we're gonna have some help coming in from California, being bussed in.
Utah, Arizona, Colorado. So if anyone who's on the West Coast, outside,
Yeah, and
So they're coming that same week,
um,
or like
like
that same
during
period?
like this month or like
This weekend, 6 people.
Okay.
just from
At
now
least-
until the caucus, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Just-
Okay.
I just invited like people from like neighboring like Facebook.
Maybe we
LinkedIn.
can set up like. When is the debates here? The
February 15th. 13th? 15th. 15th.
On a Saturday?
That was 12.
Oh, it's in there. 12?
Is it
12?
14th.
Oh, there's so many dates.
It's the 14th.
Nobody's right.
I was
guesses all
closer.
around.
I was closest.
Wait, are
Day
you talking
off.
about January or
Let's make it
February?
February 19th.
Oh, February. Okay, my bad.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's
3 days before the conference.
That's the debate in Vegas.
Wow, that's
Maybe,
3 days before the conference.
February
That's when
19th.
early
That's
voting
after
starts,
early
right?
voting.
Yeah, that's after early voting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
And
I
then
need to
and
throw
then
my
our
birthday
caucus
party,
day
guys.
is that weekend. Caucus day is that weekend. After.
Mhm.
22nd.
Maybe we can like set up some kind of event and have people from neighboring states to come on a specific day, so it kind of looks like.
Yeah, do you guys know how it's working with the people being busted from California and these other states? Like,
Yeah.
Like, what are they
do you know how it's being
here for?
organized? And yeah.
Just to canvas?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so we can.
Yeah, they have
We don't know the details. We'll figure it
Okay,
out,
well-
or we'll just see if people show up. I don't know.
Huh? Oh no, I just like followed like the California Yang Gang. They have like buses like coming.
Okay. Well, sweet. So we'll learn more about that and we'll figure it out. But yeah. Okay. That's really it, guys. Unless anybody else has anything they want to add, any thoughts, any questions, any follow-ups.
That cookie day thing?
Cookie day.
How did you guys just go and talk to them like, hey, it's Andrew Yang's birthday, can you guys make cookies? Like, do you know how that was handled?
I don't. What we can ask it's staff that did it.
Patrick has like a form or like a document that gives you like basically like a script to ask the baker.
Oh, okay. Daily 10? Wait. Where's
For the recipe itself, you're saying? Or?
Yeah, it has all those instructions, like for you to ask the baker, and then like all
what
the
to
instructions
say.
how to make
Okay.
how to make the cookie. and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
So yeah. Would you have more?
Oh, are we cool with knocking doors like two times a week? Like, is everyone good to like commit like 2 to 3 days, knock on doors, because that's really important this month.
So like you're asking, saying every individual commit to each knock 2 days a week.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
But I'll be there once.
That's fine.
I'm with you, Mark. I'm with you. Yeah. I can do that 2 days a week.
And I'm signed up on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so I'm always on like Bloody Canvas if anybody wants to hit me up. Like
with this,
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So and then Sundays too, because I'm off Sundays. But I'm always on like Bloody Canvas, and it's more fun. I did it with Gavin this last Saturday. And it was fun. It was fun to like Bloody Canvas, but
yeah.
So I feel like this month we should like focus on planting the seeds to like and guide them to yang themselves. Like we have to change our mindset from yanging like random strangers to like guide them to yang themselves. Meaning like just listen to them, be respectful of their time. I think that's really would be helpful for us too, because like we won't feel as defeated if like we didn't like yang them like in the spot. We just gotta give them like notes and stuff.
Let's go to stage 1 or stage 2.
I usually, like when I go canvas, I'll leave a door hanger and then that pamphlet with a yang buck, and on the yang buck I'll write like either YouTube or Google Andrew Yang, or that website whoisandrewyang.com. Someone puts together a website and it has like all the videos.
Wow.
And you can literally just go down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
It's all there. So I've been leaving that website on the back of the Yang Bucks, and then like writing Happy New Year or like just some kind of message. I think handwritten notes are really powerful because people, like most people, will just look at the door hanger and then like throw it away. Or, you know, but if something's written, you know, you took the time to write something, at least they'll read it, you know, like, so little things like,
Yeah, we should consider that as a win too, like.
So, just to piggyback off that, what I've been writing on the back of them is our office locations, because I want them to come to us and talk to them. So, like, especially, and I, you know, the Henderson office is not that new, but I still write new office, because to them it is new, and it's like, oh, they're opening up offices. But yeah, just, you know, writing down the, like, we have a new office in 580 Windmill, and then I don't remember this one.
Great idea.
But wherever you're canvassing closest to, just let them know that there's a place they can go and talk to people about Yang. Like, they're not just throwing, you know, piston into the wind, so to speak, when they're going online. Like, they can come directly to us. And then just another thing, when I agree with Mark, by the way, like, we need to get, like I was just saying, like, if we could get like a, you know, 1,000 Yang gang to commit to like 100 doors a day, and then just stress it out for about a month, we're gonna win. And like, that's not even that big of a number. It's a big number. I'm saying like nationwide, that's not that big of a number. We can knock on a lot of doors. But Eli has kind of given us, what I wanted to do is like tap into the art scene here. So Eli gave us some links about house shows, local shows coming up, art shows, events like that. So when we're talking about unwinding, it's like no greater way to go see a show and try to yank people. But he did tell us, like, if you go to these shows, if you attend these shows with us or without us, don't be aggressive on yanking. Like, go there and have fun, enjoy the show, be interested in the bands, ask them about their music. You know, like, ask the people there what they're, you know, don't go in there with the mindset of like, I'm gonna yank everybody. If it happens naturally, it happens naturally. And this is mostly to protect Eli. These are his contacts, and you know, we don't need, like, basically he doesn't want like a fight between Bernie Bros and us. It's just not good for anybody's campaign. But we do want to push this, like, going out to shows and art initiatives. So he's gonna be sending info to me, and I'm just gonna try and spread it on Facebook, and Gang, and Slack, to see if anybody bites. But if anybody knows of a show and they can't make it, just let me know, and I'd love to make it.
Yeah, talking about show, there's going to be a very big one after CES. It's the International Home Builders Show. It's January 21st to 24th. That's a pretty big one. About 70,000 people coming, all home builders, and also they're going to build houses right off the exhibition ground. So there's a lot of outdoor exhibition. A lot of people coming.
Okay.
So that's another big event.
Busy month, man.
National Builders Show?
Yeah, International Builders Show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's on the 21st to 24th.
Cool.
Yeah.
Of February?
Yeah, I go to that show. I used to be in that industry, so I went to that show every year. That's a big show, and has a lot of impact. So a lot of builders coming.
Yeah.
And the jobs are impacted. Yeah. So,
Stress the commit to caucus cards doesn't mean that their Andrew Yang is their first choice. Because there's like different like selections on there. Like, I want to learn more about Andrew Yang, or to like commit to caucus for anyone. And you should always try to give it to them so they can. That's also a good way to get them to yang themselves, because the emails are like sending them like when Andrew Yang is here for a town hall, so that would be good. So just try to get their emails.
Yeah. Nice. Good pro tip.
Oh, is there any way we keep? What's the UNLV students doing right now? Because like, semester's over. Like, how can we get?
How to get in touch with them?
Yeah, 'cause
There's only like 4 or 5 guys I would consider active, and yeah, classes don't start till like a week and a half.
we can get them to work too.
Yeah, I saw Mark today, and he's not enrolled in classes next semester, so I guess he's been involved. His deal's out, phone banking and stuff. So he's available because he's not gonna take classes next semester. But the other guys, I
I haven't seen him in a while.
Is that?
I haven't seen Andrew in a
Oh,
while.
did you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while either. I mean, I could ping them and see like, hey, what are you guys doing, and see if they can, get stuff going before the classes start, cause that's when they have the excuse, like, during classes. Right now they don't, so yeah, I'll ping them. Yeah, but I saw Mark today. He said he's gonna try to come around. He's been going to the windmill office.
Hey Yang Gang, sorry about that. Ran out of memory space on my phone. Well, anyways, the meeting ended about 2 minutes after this video ended. So don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to share, and I'd love it if you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day. Trickle up.
Hello Yang Gang. I'm sorry I can't be there in person to deliver this message. I have information that is vital to the progress of our country. We need your help. We're looking for $20 to help spread the word about this campaign around the country. Help us, Yang Gang. You're our only hope.
Thanks, Burke.
Thank you.